Just hit record, Pisces. Fam. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, North, and South Node if you got Pisces in your chart. Gang, this message is for you. Love, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, I love and appreciate every single one of you for doing this work, this grimy work, for staying on top of your ish is what I'm hearing and seeing, fam. Look, these cards want to flip out, come out. Yeah, look, what do we say? You're super focused and staying on top of your ish, fam. You're focused on your 10 of Pentacles. You're focused on your money. You're focused on your future. You're focused on what it is you want to see in your life. You are straight up focused. You're cutting out the ish that no longer serves you, whether it's mentally, physically, spiritually, all of it. You are cutting it out because you are on this grind, on this hustle of, I gotta get to me, is what I'm hearing. I gotta get to my future. I gotta get to my life. I gotta get to me. I gotta get to this career. I gotta get to these goals. I got to get it, is what I am hearing. Yeah, look at this. You're running into people that you're collaborating with. You're going to be building this project, this longevity of sustaining financial stability for your life. So partnerships are going to be coming about. You're going to be meeting the right people, speaking your truth about how it is that you want to make these money moves. You're doing everything in your power and staying focused on getting that bag right now, on making sure that your stability financially, that you're financially stable, that you are able to be at this space of financial freedom so that you're able to do what it is that you want to do, travel, build the legacy wealth with somebody or without somebody, is what I'm hearing. You're straight up focused, fam, on this. Yeah, because it may seem in the past or recently you're just like, how do I do this? I don't know how to do this. You were just really burdened in your mind of the transitions and shifts that were happening. So now you're in a space of clearing this out, healing money matters, healing money wounds, healing. I'm hearing a lot of healing is happening for you, especially when it comes to your mind. So there's been a lot of clutter in your mind and scarcity mindset, lack mentality, clutterness, chaos in your mind about how you were going to move forward when it came to this career move, this shift, this other way of doing what it is that you want to do, especially when it comes to your money. You had to either let go of a King of Cups that you were in a relationship with, possibly, that could be significant for you, that would, yeah, look what I say, that you had to move away from. So there was a King of Cups that you had to move away from. King of Cups in the reverse, somebody who is very narcissistic and emotionally withdrawn, avoidant, emotionally unavailable, very low vibrational, toxic, manipulative type of energy that you had to move away from, that was keeping you in your mind about how you were meant to build yourself and build your legacy. So whoever you had to cut off, this King of Cups, that you had to cut off, this relationship, this career, this family dynamic, this friendship, however that resonates for you, fam, whoever and whatever you had to cut off made room for you to receive this brand new beginning in your life, made room for you to receive and grow and reestablish yourself with the Three of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles, especially in your finances. Because whatever was pulling, whatever this King of Cups in reverse represents to you, was pulling on your mind especially, was pulling on your energy especially, and wasn't allowing you to flow and have this abundance when it came to your money. So it was taking from you materialistically. It wasn't giving to you the way that you expected it and wanted it to. It was completely taking and draining you spiritually and physically. And so this is why you had to cut this situation out, and you had to move forward and move away from this space in your mind, body, your spirit, your reality. You had to move away from this chaos that was causing you this stagnation, that was causing you so much turmoil in your mind about the direction or what it is that you wanted. And especially when it came to your legacy wealth, this 10 of coins, and how you wanted to build your life. It kept you in the dark. It kept you so much turmoil in your head about, man, just so much. I could just feel it right now. It's just so tiring, so draining, just so emotionally like unfulfilling. This is no longer in your life. You had to clear it. So because it kept you, damn, my words, even trying to speak these words to you, it kept you confused. It kept you in the dark. It kept you not being able to push towards what it is that you wanted in your life, the things that you love, your career, your happiness, you being your own person. That 10 of cups of just solidifying yourself as who you want to be in life and in your relationships. And for some reason, what I'm hearing and feeling is this relationship wasn't allowing you to be who you wanted to be. It was keeping you stuck and stagnant in all aspects of your life, especially when it came to your money. So you probably weren't able to produce, is what I'm hearing, produce your artistic talents, produce your ideas, produce anything when it came to this connection. You weren't able to produce, even to build a family or even be in that emotionally stable space financially with this person. You weren't able to produce anything with this connection. So you had to cut that ish out. Something happened. Yeah, look, King of Coins in reverse. Somebody who is very like greedy and manipulative and only thought of themselves and only thought of their money. It was like money over love type shit. And when it's in reverse, it's like somebody who's very controlling, somebody who wanted to dominate you and wanted to be the breadwinner, wanted to one-up you, wanted to take control of your life so that they could dictate how to move in this relationship. And you have no say because several things. Switch the roles as need be. As the feminine energy in the relationship, when you come across this type of individual who is very male dominant and very controlling in their energy, especially if they do make a lot of money, they feel that because they have a lot of these resources, because they're comparing themselves to you, they feel that they are the leader in the relationship. They're the ones that you have to rely on. They are the ones that have to take care of everything and will not allow you to do that for yourself, because why would you do that for yourself when I have everything you need type shit. So you had to let that shit go. Look what I say. You had to let that shit go and start this new life, start this new beginning. And it could have taken 4 months, 4 years, however long, where I'm seeing the 4 corners right here. It could have took 4 months, 4 years, 4 weeks to get this clarity, to find this understanding when it came to moving away from this connection, from this dynamic, from this reality, from this career. Again, however that resonates for you, it took some time for you to move on from this. Now the wheel is turning in your favor. Now you're cutting, as we were saying earlier, you're cutting shit out that you know no longer is a part of your journey, of your chapter, of this new beginning, because you took the lessons and you ran with it. You said, I'm good. I'm good where I'm at. I'm good with me. I know what I want. I know what I need. And it's definitely not this connection. It's not this career. It's not this relationship. It's not this friendship. It's not this place. Whatever that is to you that you had to cut out of your life. Yeah, so it put you now in this hermit position where you're finding clarity with yourself, where you didn't have clarity with yourself when you were in this job, in this connection, in this relationship, whatever. Again, y'all do that math. Let me know in the comments what that is, what you had to cut out. But you're now in this position of being with yourself, being in your own energy, creating from your own space, finding new beautiful beginnings and ways to be yourself again is what I'm hearing, getting back to you again. So you being in this time and space of healing, what we were saying earlier, of healing your mind, body, and spirit, it's giving you that clarity of what you need to move forward when it comes to the next directions that you need to head towards when it comes to this Wheel of Fortune. Yeah, because it really puts you in this Queen of Wands energy where it was just so chaotic and just so unfulfilling, and it could have been just very toxic and just low vibrational energy. There's a lot of one-upping, there's a lot of comparing, there's a lot of judging. There wasn't enough love for this to evolve and produce is what I keep hearing. There wasn't passion. There was just that toxic, low vibrational, lusty type of shit. There was there was a lot of Seven of Swords of you having to fight for what it is that you want, especially when it came with like your mind was just too scattered and very confusing, and just so much of this narcissistic energy that exists in this connection that you saw it was there. You were sleeping with the enemy, or there was the snake in the garden that was telling you everything you wanted to hear, and at the end of the day it ended up taking from you, however that was, spiritually, emotionally, physically, mentally, because you were dealing with an immature younger energy, or just emotionally younger energy that was playing a lot of games is what I'm hearing. Yeah, because they saw you as you standing in your power in this Queen of Coins energy of you taking the leaps of faith in your life. And so there was just a lot of this immaturity with this connection that took you for granted, that fumbled you, that saw you as competition, that turned you into their enemy. Yeah, and so you were just having to stand your ground and trying to make the situation work for the better, but seeing all the red flags and everything else that you knew was just not going to last as much as you wanted it to. Yeah, and so it could have been an Emperor. As we were saying, somebody in this King of Cups and King of Pentacles energy in reverse that was established in their career and in their life. You gave them the opportunity to pursue you is what I'm hearing, or you gave this job the opportunity to try this is what I'm hearing. And so now that you saw this Seven of Swords in reverse, that justice, it was not balanced. It was not going in your favor. It was not what you had thought and saw, because Page of Coins, because they were feeding you and dangling the carrot to show you and tell you to go this way with them, because they had everything that you needed. And so they wanted you to rely on them emotionally, financially, spiritually, all of it, so that you could not be in your own energy, so that you could not have control, so that they could have control over you. Fuck out of here, bro. So you decided, here's that Eight of Cups coming up again. You decided to move away. You're like, I'm keeping it moving with love. F you with love is what I'm hearing and seeing. So again, now you're just in the space of trying to rebuild and find that clarity within yourself to be able to move forward in these beautiful new beginnings that you're ready to receive, and you're ready to build with the individuals, your soul family, new soulmate, however that resonates. You're ready to do this the right way, the good way, the new way, however that way is way. You're ready to do this way is what I'm hearing and seeing in the cards, fam. I love this message for you, Pisces. Thank you guys so much for being right here rocking with your girl. Love, like, share, subscribe. If you haven't already, I will tap in with you guys soon. Peace and so much love, fam.